All right, bro, quick question. You know Ephesians 6, right? Put on the armor of God. Well, that's great, because now I have the real question for you. Do you know how to actually put it on in real life, how to apply it? Because I used to be the guy who could name every piece, but I still got cooked by anxiety by 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. I'm telling you, and I know I'm not the only one. It felt like owning a toolbox and never getting to open it. But then I realized something. The armor isn't Bible trivia. It's not a cute thing that you put on like a wall, like a poster or something like that. It is equipment for your soul, for your life, for your body, for your mind. Because this is a real battle we are fighting. And it is real protection, and it helps you build real, helpful habits. So today I'm going to show you the 3 pieces of armor and 3 simple daily habits to actually use them. And this isn't heavy theology. No, just pray harder, bro. Just practical stuff you can start using by tomorrow morning. Or if it is morning right now and you have time, start now. So in most cases, this is why we don't use it. It's because most believers never put on the armor because they don't really understand it. Treat it like information instead of instruction. We know the list: the belt, the breastplate, the sandals, the shield, the helmet, and the sword. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not, man. It's just the basic things for survival. Now, and back then, of course. But when temptation pops up or discouragement hits, we forget that we even have armor. It's like having a fire extinguisher, and when the kitchen catches fire, you're like, bro, where's the verse? Nah, man, just grab the fire extinguisher and use it. Paul literally says, put it on and stand your ground. And God's like, man, I already gave you what you need. Use it. All right, so now let's drop into the 3 habits. So habit 1, the belt of truth. This is what you can strap around you in the morning. Strap around sounds a little weird. So the belt of truth is first for a reason. In Roman armor, the belt holds everything together. You know, this is the same for police officers, for military. It's where you keep your extra mags, your gear, and well, your pants up. And this is the same with truth. If you don't start with truth, every lie feels real. And here's what to do. Before you touch your phone, say 1 Bible verse out loud. Not in your head. Out loud. There's so much power in saying things out loud. And you can even pick one the night before if you need to. And dude, I would highly recommend doing that, at least when you start doing this, since you're building a new habit. And it can be small verses. It doesn't have to be a whole chapter. Remember, 1 verse can literally help change your life. But don't let it be like a prosperity one, man. You need something to fight against the enemy. And some prosperity verse is not going to do that if you're battling with lust, for example. And here's why it works. You're telling your brain, we're starting with what God said, not what I feel. You're telling the enemy, not today, buttface. There's my 5th grade humor kicking in. And that verse becomes your anchor for the whole day. Now habit 2, the breastplate of righteousness. This will be like your midday reset. Midday is honestly when most of us, at least me, tend to get hit with something. And your energy dips, your stress rises, and your patience disappears. And this is where guilt and condemnation love to sneak in. And just going a little deeper, it's whenever that stuff sneaks in, the guilt and condemnation, that literally starts to open up doorways into our lives to allow the enemy legal rights to enter your life. So you need to be very careful there. But here's what you can do. Set a reminder. Literally, go into your phone right now, pause this video, or write a note. Do it right now. Set a reminder for noon every day, or the best time that works for you, around noon. And let it be a 2-minute pause that you're going to have. And then I want you to reflect with these 2 questions. What am I letting into my heart right now? Is it anger, anxiety, lust, comparison, bitterness, shame? Which these are all different demons, by the way. Here's what you want to do. You want to confess it quick, hand it to God quick, and reset quick. We can call it the chur method. Get your life straight. Here's a little bit of dad humor. Righteousness isn't you being perfect. It's about trusting in Jesus even when things get tough. This check-in keeps you from carrying junk all day. It's something normal, which this will now lead us into habit 3. Shield of faith you will put on at night. The shield of faith is for the kind of random stray arrows, so to speak, that might be firing at you. The sudden doubts, the stupid thoughts that hit out of nowhere, and the what if spirals. Here's what to do. Before bed, Write down one lie that hit you today, one truth that shuts it down. Here's some examples. So lie, God doesn't care. Truth, He never leaves me. Lie, I'll never change. Truth, God finishes what He started. The lie, I'm alone. Truth, the Lord is with me. And you have a community as well, I hope. And here's why it works. You start spotting patterns. You stop thinking every thought is yours. You train your brain to block instead of absorb. And as a side note, you are way more vulnerable at night, especially when you sleep. So pray over yourself, your environment, those in your house, and cast out anything that you believe was carried in from the day that is not of God. Trust me, these entities attach themselves to you like a leech, or like the leeches they are. And if you miss a day, man, just relax. You didn't fail. You're human. Soldiers re-equip every day. So you just pick right back up and go on again. Don't get stuck in that, oh, the woe is me mindset. Also, if you've noticed the attacks getting louder lately, that might mean you're actually moving forward. The enemy honestly doesn't waste arrows on those who are just sitting still. So if it feels intense, don't panic. Double down, man, double down. And here's some easy upgrades. You need to say 2 verses in the morning and take 5 minutes at noon. Write down 2 lies and truths at night. So to sum all that up in like 4 points, put on the belt of truth, 1 verse out loud before your phone. The breastplate is 2 minutes at noon to keep your heart in check, and 1 lie and 1 truth before you go to bed. This is simple, this is practical, and you can do it daily. So don't try to do all 3 perfectly by tomorrow. Pick 1 and run with it for 7 days. And right now, set the reminder, morning alarm, the new notification, and your note by your bed. Or have a journal by your bed as well, because you can journal. I'm sure things are going to come up and you can start journaling it. You need to make this real. And comment which one you were going to start with. Truth in the morning, heart check at noon, or the shield at night. And if this helped, I want you to hit that like button. Because if you know any other brothers, any other bros right now who are getting wrecked in their life, send this to them. And I want you to subscribe just so that you'll be up to date on more of this stuff that I'm putting out there. All right, bro, I want you to go out there and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.